let's go ahead and get started. So I have the pleasure, like I said, of introducing this amazing, amazing man, Mr. Chad Chong. This guy is incredible. I know a few of you are clapping right now, so you can absolutely agree with that. This guy has literally killed record after record in this industry. He is now ranked number 9 globally in the entire industry of network marketing. He's also ranked number 1 in our company here in the United States, alongside his beautiful wife, who unfortunately couldn't be here tonight, Miss Natita Chong. She herself is actually the number 1 female millennial earner in the entire industry, out of 108 million in the industry of network marketing. So one thing I love about Chad Chong is his values. So not only is he hardworking, a servant leader, he also, he loves family more than anything else. He's a father of 3. He told me a story recently, last weekend in Miami, about how he's known at his children's school because everyone at the school, right, all their moms show up for lunch. Well, he's the dad that shows up, and all his kids, look at his children and are like, wow, your dad comes to visit you at school? That's so cool, because, most dads out there are out working. So I love this business. I love the freedom that you get. And, you can really make it, exactly what you wanted, what you've always been looking for. So without further ado, Mr. Grand President Millionaire, Chad Chong.
Thank you, guys. Lo was saying all these nice things about me, and I couldn't even turn on the mic over there, so I didn't take her. All right, I'm sorry, I couldn't turn on the mic, but I was in, where was I yesterday? I was in Houston, right? We're in Dallas here, right? So do you guys have a rivalry between Houston and Dallas? Not really, a little bit? Who's better?
Dallas!
So you guys, if you have one, just be proud. So do you have a rivalry?
Yeah!
Who's better?
Dallas!
But they had double amount of people there last night.
We have overflow.
In the room.
Oh, okay. Okay. They're still coming. They're still coming. So all the Dallas people right now, the Houston people are looking at this Facebook Live and going, yes, we got him. Is that true? No? No? All right. All right. But guys, welcome. Congratulations for all our guests that's come here today. Who's our guest? Cool. Fantastic. Welcome. This is a little bit scary for me. A little bit scary for me because we have dreams, right? We all have dreams, and we want to make sure that dreams are fulfilled. But I've never been in a position where it fulfilled so quickly. Because what I'm going to show our guests tonight is there is a better way. I'm going to show our guests tonight where I was in your position 8 months ago. Just 8 months ago, I didn't want to be here. So who's our guest here that didn't want to be here? That's one there. Thank you for being on, sir. All right. Who our guest here has no idea why they're here? Thank you. Thank you. All right. You look tough. You look tough. All right. First and foremost, we're here to sell some knives. We're here to sell oh, no, I'm just joking. Someone told me the people in Texas love to eat.
Yeah.
Right? Barbecue. So the knives you can use for barbecue. All right. Now, seriously, my name's Chad. I am Australian, as you can tell. I grew up in Australia for over 20 years. And I went to Australia because my dad wanted to give me a better life. I have 3 other siblings. My brother is 9 years older. My other brother is 10 years older. My sister is 11 years older. I was the accident or mistake or miracle, whichever way you want to put it. But when they had to go to college, the colleges in Malaysia wasn't the best. I was born in Malaysia. So they decided to sacrifice everything, pack up everything, and migrate to Australia to let my brothers and sisters have a better life. I didn't know about a parent's love for their kids till I became a dad of 3 kids, 5, 3, and 1. And as parents, you would do anything for your kids, right? So in the beginning, I didn't get it. I loved my life in Malaysia with my friends, and they literally took us up and shipped us away. And I was 8 years old, my parents stayed in Australia for 2 years till I was 10, and they left Australia and went back to Malaysia. Why do you think they did that? What was that? They couldn't get work. That's true. Because they didn't speak the same language or speak the same way that Australians do, and they couldn't find a way to earn a living. So they went back to Malaysia. Myself and my brothers and sister, we stayed in Australia, and since the age of 10, I didn't live with my parents, right? And that was very hard for me. I didn't get it. I loved playing rugby. So guys, do you know what rugby is?
Yes.
Yeah? So it's like your football, right? But we just don't need protection, right? But it's true, right? You guys run and hit each other. We run and hit each other. That's why maybe our population is a little bit less than you guys. I don't know. But my dad told me to go to school. So my parents told me to go to school. Whose parents say that to your kids and being told? Only half of you guys? All right. So maybe it's different in Australia. How many of you were told and also told your kids, go get good grades? And then what's after that? Wow, they do it here too, right? So I was very fortunate enough to go to the #1 university in Australia. I went to a university called Sydney University. I studied computer science, information systems, and mathematics. That was a mouthful. Even though I have a degree in mathematics, I don't know how to count. All right? I use a calculator, or I sit behind the right person, and I'll be good. I was fortunate enough to get a scholarship to work for an IT company. I worked 10 years in the corporate field, and the last company I worked for in a corporate field was a company called Adobe Systems. So you guys know Photoshop, PDF, that kind of stuff? It is on 98% of computers around the world. So do you know why there's 2% missing? Because they couldn't turn it on to download it, right? But that's a fact. That's a fact. So I love my job at Adobe. 60 hours a week, 6 days a week. I live, breathe Adobe. I love the company. They sent us away on trips. I had a budget to spend on a credit card. It was really cool. And remember the movie Simpsons, like maybe 15 years ago, right? They use Adobe software. So what I did for my clients was I hired a theater, like a movie theater, like four times this size, and I got all my clients to come and watch the Simpsons movie, and that was really cool. That's what we did at Adobe. Adobe's a great company. They paid really, really well, but guess what I didn't have? Time. Freedom, you know, you can kind of, about your freedom, you can kind of play with that, but I didn't have time because I said to myself, I would never ever do what my parents did to me to my own kids, right? Not have time with them. And what Lo said is true. I am that dad at school. So some of you moms who take your kids to school and there's sometimes a dad that's always there, I am that dad. During Thanksgiving last year, they had, you know, at preschool, they had about 50 kids, 50 moms and one dad. Because I choose to give my kids what I didn't get. Now, I'm not sad at my parents, but I understand what they needed to do. They needed to sacrifice. But I wanted to put myself in a position where I could spend time with my kids. If you have kids, you understand what that means. Most parents in here, if not all parents, would do anything for their kids. So when network marketing came into my life, I said, no, I'm not going to do that. That's for my mom. Because when I was growing up, my mom did network marketing. She does network marketing. And all she did was sell things to my friends. Right? So now you hear the moms laughing because that's what you do too, right? So I literally said, no, I'm not doing that. That's what my mom did. When I come home from school, I say, Mom, I'm bringing home some friends. Do not sell them anything. Leave them the heck alone. So she sold them to my friend's parents, right? So she didn't stop. So I fell into network marketing because my mom put my name down to qualify. So instantly like, hey, Chad, you're in network. I said, no, don't put my name down. But slowly there was a little bit of income coming. And if you're a young guy and your mom set something up for you and there's some money coming in, you're not going to complain, right? So kids in here, you understand that. So I said to my mom, can you work harder, please, so I can make more money? I did. I said, Mom, work harder, work harder. And she said, why don't you share what you're using it anyway. So I said, okay, I'll share it. And the money started going, and we're making a little bit of income, very little bit of income. And my dad said at that point, why don't you get a real job, right? Because my dad's an accountant, you know, he's very conservative. He didn't like his youngest kid doing that kind of stuff. So that's how I went into Adobe and so on and so forth. But I liked my life where the money was coming in through network marketing. I liked it. There's still a little bit of money coming in. And I said to myself, I'm in this rut where I'm working 60 hours a week. I wasn't really fulfilled, but I needed something to get me to where I said I wanted to be, which was time for my family. So some of you people in this room right now have dreams. Unfortunately, society has stopped us dreaming. Some people stop dreaming. As a kid, you were dreamers, but some of us stopped dreaming, and that's sad. I really believe all of us here, no matter what age or race, you should have a dream or a goal. And whatever your dream or goal you have in here requires some finances for that to make happen. Do you agree with me? Yes. Right? Money is not the most important thing in the world. I agree with that. But unfortunately, nearly everything in the world kind of needs that, right? So I said to myself, what can I do to give me in a better financial situation? And I Googled it, searched it, and guess what kept on coming up? Network marketing. I said, I don't want to do this. Network marketing, network marketing, network marketing. And I saw the top earners in the world was making some great money. And I said to myself, okay, let's follow the principles that was taught to me at a young age, which was find someone that has what you want and do what they do. Does that make sense? Right? Who's very good at something in here? If you're really good at something, yes ma'am, what are you really good at?
I'm really good at presenting myself, my skills and my gifts.
Fantastic.
There we go.
Who else is really good at? Maybe a sport. Someone's good at a sport. Yes, young lady, what are you good at? Memorizing. Wow. Anyone here is good at anything else? Yes, sir. Philosophy. Now, if I wanted to learn philosophy, would I ask the lady how to the presenting queen how to do philosophy, or the memory princess? Who should I ask? The philosopher guy, right? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Right? If I want to learn how to better memorize, I ask the young princess over there. Does that make sense? But when it comes to finances, we get advice from unqualified people. 80% of financial advisors in the US make less money than their clients. Would you let someone who makes less money than you tell you what to do with your money? Right, that's common sense, right? Very common sense. So that's how I fell into this industry, because common sense showed me evidence that I wanted time and money. Most people who have time has no money, and most people who have money has no time. So the people with time and money, you can go look at the richest people in the world. They have time and money, but sometimes they choose not to have time because they're CEO of Facebook or whatever it is. But they do have the ability to have time and money. Every single one of them were business owners. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Do you think some of the richest people in the world is an employee or employer? Right? So I said to myself, okay, I need to be my own boss. Some of you said, I'm going to be my own boss, and maybe start a restaurant or start your own small business, and you realize that that business it took over your life. So network marketing was very attractive for me because the facts told me that I could get X, what I wanted, time. I learned, I got in some, I failed, I was successful, got in some, failed, successful, that's life. How many of you married your first love? Some people in here, congratulations. How many of you had to fail a few times before you found one? How many of you still trying? But you never say it doesn't work, right? So the facts is strong that it does work, because even our own president, whether, you know, whatever your opinion is, believes in this. I had the ability to spend some time with Sir Richard Branson. You know Sir Richard Branson? Mm-hmm. He loves network marketing. Why? Because network marketing is a true entrepreneurship. Really. You let a company create the products for you, and you are the marketing arm of that company, and your results is dependent on you. Right? So tonight, I want to share with you a product more than an opportunity. A product more than an opportunity, because in my opinion, this product is revolutionary. It's an amazing product. So for our guests tonight, in a few minutes, you're not going to know what this product is. I don't need to take out the knives and show you how sharp it is. But I'm going to show you a short 2-minute video to tell you what this product is. But before I get into that 2-minute video, I'm going to give you a little bit of a premise. But let's get into this. Are you guys okay? Are you ready?
Absolutely.
All right. So, guys standing, just to let you know, we'll be done in about 6 hours. So, just maybe get the next person next to you to sit down so you sit on that person and, vice versa. But I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Income disclosure notice.
We need to put up.
Practicality dictates that everyone's results will vary, as we are all unique and different. Basically, it takes hard work to make a substantial
Can you hear
income
that?
in
Oh,
this
you know what?
business,
I need to
and
transfer
some
the.
people will make no money
Give
at
me
all.
1 second, guys.
The earnings of a World Global Network
Technical
partner will
difficulty.
be 100% dependent.
Y'all, we do have an overflow room where we're streaming this, and it's cooler and with seats. So if anybody wants to go, it's straight down the hall to the left, just past the bathroom. Just so you guys know, there's plenty of seats, and it's a little bit cooler in here.
All right, guys. Are we good?
Yes.
All right, let's start.
Income disclosure notice. Practicality dictates that everyone's results will vary, as we are all unique and different. Basically, it takes hard work to make a substantial income in this business, and some people will make no money at all. The earnings of a World Global Network partner will be 100% dependent upon their skills, work effort, commitment, leadership capabilities, and market conditions. Common sense would suggest that in most opportunities, one would find exceptional individuals performing well above average, while others perform under the average. World Global Network does not guarantee any level of income or your success. To see our full income disclosure, please visit our website at www.worldgn.com.
So guys, that's very important to play, because one of the things I want the new people in this room that has never seen this industry before, it requires hard work. You just don't be successful overnight. It takes time like anything. So those people are very good at what you do here. It took time. So that lady who's very good, the princess very good at memory, she had to learn that process. You got to strengthen your skill set. So I've done this for 19 years in network marketing on and off, and I've been getting better and better and better each time. The thing about network marketing is that if you are a lazy person, this might not be the thing for you, right? It might be better for you to get a job, because when you get a job, I mean, if you're lazy, they'll still pay you, right? But if you're someone that's hardworking, dedicated, and want more than what your company's paying you, and you believe you're worth more, then network marketing may be an avenue for you. It is not for everyone. It's for the people who are hardworking and dedicated. So that's important to note, because sometimes some people being to a meeting like this and you walk out thinking you're going to be a billionaire, right? But my goal for you is to show you a product that if you believe people might like, or you may like, it could be good. So, guys, do you remember music? Anyone remember music? Right? How did you listen to music in the beginning? Tapes? Radio? 8-track? What else? Vinyls? Yeah, that's right.
Beta.
All right, you don't have to tell us how old you are, all right? But hasn't that changed? Right? How is music played now? Most people listen to music on their phone, right? And how was phones in the beginning? What was phones like in the beginning? They were stuck on a wall. Kids right now, what? A phone was stuck on a wall? You're telling me I can't watch TV shows walking around at restaurants? Has that changed? See, technology has changed the most in your lifetime. In everything. What else has changed if it wasn't technology? Tell me, something big, nothing. Technology is one of the biggest things that's changed in our lifetime. If you had the ability to be around and participate financially in when they went from the music into the digital age, and you could be financially benefit from that, would you do it? If you had the ability to financially benefit from when it went from a dumb phone to a smartphone, would you be in it?
Absolutely.
Right? But the first iPhone was the iPhone 3, wasn't an iPhone 1. The iPhone 3 came out. Do you think it was a success?
No.
No. Because people didn't, why do I have to touch a screen to make a phone call? And that screen took some time to come out. Right? People didn't understand it. And some people say it's going to flop. But go try to find a phone right now that way you got to press buttons. Right? You find more phones that you touch screens. But if you had the ability to be part of that, you probably won't be here right now. Now, if I can show you evidence, facts, and figures of where the world's going to go next, would you be interested? And if you could financially benefit from it, would you be interested?
Yes.
Okay. For our guests, if you're skeptical, it's okay. It's okay to be skeptical. I was one of those skeptical people in the world because I have a degree in mathematics, right? We have to make sure all the numbers make sense. So what I'm going to do right now is use Mr. Bill Gates. See, did he have a vision of where our world was going to go?
Yes.
Right? He did, right? Mr. Steve Jobs, did he have a vision of where our world is going to go?
Yes.
Some of the richest people in the world, they have vision. They need to know, for example, is there a person in Dallas is responsible for the majority of real estate and development? Is there a person here? What's his name or her name? Sorry? Ross Perot. Is he a big shot? Right? Did he have a vision of what he wanted to do to Dallas, and he went out there and made it happen? Yes or no?
Yes.
So vision is very important because they can see what's ahead. So Mr. Bill Gates says the secret of success in business is in detecting where the world will go and get there first. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So if you know where the world's going and you have the ability to be there first and financially benefit from it, does it make sense?
Yes.
So I'm going to show you what the expert says on wearable technology. What is wearable technology? Well, a lot of people don't know about wearable technology. Why? Because it's new. How new? In 2013, 8 million devices were sold. 8 million. 2014, 28 million. 1580, 2016 was 111 million devices sold. Well, so what does it tell you about the acceptance of wearable technology? It's growing, right? But wearable technology is an emerging market. So for the business-minded people out here and the non-business-minded people, an emerging market is really good. Why? Because you're not replacing anything, you're getting something new. Which means that a lot of people don't have it. It's not, here's a better Cutco knife than your knife, so let's replace your knife with this knife, right? This is a brand new concept. Forbes magazine says how wearable technology will be worth 34 billion by 2020. And Time magazine says how wearable technology will change your life whether you like it or not. Business Insider says the end of the smartphone era is coming. So am I using local publication or kind of decent big name publications? It's pretty big, right? So wearable technology is where everybody's going, whether you like it or not. And if I can give you evidence to show that we have the #1 wearable device on the planet, and our company is willing to split 50-50 and pay you for marketing that product, would you be interested?
Yes.
Right? Some of you didn't say anything good because you want to know how good it is, right? But if I can prove to you that this is a product that a lot of the people you know might be interested in it, if the price is right, if it does what it does, would you want to benefit from it? Right? So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you a 2-minute video, and in this 2-minute video, to give you kind of idea, we started selling this wearable technology in July. The first version came out in July. The second version, which I'm wearing right now, started selling in January. But we only started shipping it 2 weeks ago. So you guys are lucky for some of the guests because you don't have to wait like a lot of people have, right? And waiting's okay because this is a brand new technology. See, our company is not copying anyone. We're pioneering the way forward. So if no one to copy, we're just doing it ourselves. So since we started selling this product in January, we sold $32 million worth of this product before anyone had it. So what does it tell you about the product and the ability for it to be marketed. It's strong, right? And it all started from this 2-minute video. So I'm going to play this little 2-minute video. I want our guests to really sit back and just watch it, and don't worry about anything about your mind. You can brainwash yourself, as in like just wash your brain, let it be clear. And just watch this for the next 2 minutes, and if it makes sense, fantastic. Success is not for everyone. Some things don't make sense for everyone. But for the next 2 minutes, all I ask for you tonight is pay 100% attention to this next 2-minute video, because this 2-minute video is what's putting World Global Network on the map, guys. So check it out.
Introducing Hilo, the world's first health and lifestyle oracle, a real-time health monitoring device unlike any other wearable device on the planet. Hilo can monitor the most important measurements, including heart rate, blood pressure, breath rate, daily steps, calories burned, and Hilo can even perform an EKG. Hilo can also sense your mood if you're excited or even if you're fatigued. Paired with the latest smartphone application, you can now track the health and well-being of your loved ones. Imagine being able to monitor your aging parents even if you're thousands of miles away, or getting an alert if your spouse's blood pressure is too high. Hilo not only monitors your important measurements, but it produces a daily, weekly, and monthly health report that you can provide to your trainer or physician. In the near future, Hilo will be able to monitor blood sugar levels, alcohol levels in our blood, oxygen levels, temperature, and even keep disease-delivering mosquitoes away. But Hilo is more than the world's most advanced health monitoring device. Hilo can also alert you if your loved ones are in danger. Unfortunately, more and more women and children go missing each day, according to the FBI. With Hilo, a child walking home from school can now press the panic button twice, and his or her Hilo guardians can be sent an emergency alert via text, notifying their guardians that they need help. And what's amazing is that the guardians will get the exact GPS location of their loved one. Let's take a look at another scenario. What if you're taking a walk around your neighborhood and you sense danger lurking? Having that peace of mind to simply alert your loved ones can be a lifesaver. Now that you've seen the power of this revolutionary product, I'm positive you're ready to order one for you and your family members. However, Hilo is not found in stores. Hilo can only be purchased online. So click on the Buy It Now link or fill out our form to get more information about the Hilo right now.
So guys, this is the most advanced wearable device in the marketplace. There's nothing out there, and I repeat, there's nothing out there that can do what you just saw, right? Who in here is a guest and married? Both of you are guests. You're both in the room. Husband and wife, any husband and wife in here? Okay, are you both guests? No. Husband and wife guests? Husband and wife guests? So, sir, how you doing? How long have you been married for?
56 years.
So, congratulations. Wow. What's the secret?
Married, playbook.
I did that, okay. I did that.
Very right.
My father-in-law told me, Chad, all you got to do is 2 things. Say yes when it's a yes, and when it's a no, say yes. But, sir, what's your name?
Leon.
Leon and? Peggy. Hi, Leon. Hi, Peggy. How you doing? So, I assume, and you guys love each other very much?
Very much.
Okay. What this Hilo does is give you the ability, what it does is it monitors your vital signs, right? How many of you in here drive a car? How many of you would drive a car if there's no indicators on it? What would happen?
I don't know.
I go real fast.
You don't know how fast you're going, you don't know your fuel, you don't know a lot of things, right? So we put indicators in front of us to give us warning of where the car. But in your life today, what do you have as indicators? What do you have? Right. Sensors. You don't. So, Leon, what this does is it monitors your body 24/7. And it gives you the ability, for example, if Peggy's blood pressure was dangerous, high, you will get alert on your phone to let you know there's something up with her. Would that be good for you to know? It doesn't matter where she is. She could be in Africa, she could be in Thailand, she could be down the street. You get an alert if your loved one on that list have a figure that's out of the order. Would that be useful for you to know? And the features that you see here, guys, there's nothing in the world that has this. So I'm here talking about a product. Because if the product makes sense, guess what? The opportunity will make sense too. Does that make sense? So first and foremost, this gives you the ability to look at anyone you want around the world. So do you have any kids or loved ones that's outside of your area?
A little bit, yeah.
How far?
In Texas.
In Texas, right? See, what this does is at any given time, you can look at the vital signs of your loved ones. How many people in this world do you think loves you and loves you back? And you love back? How many people? 15, 20, right? So if you had 15 or 20 people, the ability for you to just go, hey, I wonder how their blood pressure is, or I wonder how their emotions are. Because what this does is tell the emotions as well. See if you're happy or sad. Now some of you may have a daughter or a son in college and you can look at their emotions and see that they're sad or low. And that one phone call to say, hey honey, is everything okay? Could be really cool, right? So would this be something valuable for you to know, each other's vital signs? The other thing is we have what we call a panic button. So at any given time, if I press this button twice, I'm not going to do it right now, but if I press this button twice, a GPS location will be given to the person that you decide. So Natita is on this, my wife. If I press this twice, she will get a GPS. She'll get a text message and an email saying that Chad has pressed the panic button and he's at this location. Would that be valuable for you to know? That's awesome. These are features that nobody else has, by the way. But what is more important about what I'm going to share with you is that we have the ability to give you unlimited possibilities because we have an app store. Right now, all of you mainly use an iPhone or a Galaxy, yes? I met a person today with a BlackBerry. Is he here? All right. You know what they did with BlackBerries, which I found out today? It's Android. It's a BlackBerry, but it's Android. What? You know why they did that? Because of apps. Guys, who uses your GPS the most? The app. Banking, browser, YouTube. It's all app dependent. So if I came out, or if let's say Nokia, or you guys call it Nokia, okay? In Australia we call it Nokia. You guys call it Nokia. Tomato, whatever, right? I had to change all my mates, because we say mate, right? To dudes. Right? That's what I have to do. Or you guys won't understand me. So dude, and we go mate. But anyway, you buy an iPhone or a Samsung or Android because of the apps you're dependent on. We are the only wearable tech company in the world that has an app store that gives you unlimited possibilities. So one of my friends right now, like my personal friend in Australia, he is developing an app, sir, and I'll tell you what this app is. If you fall down and you don't move for more than 4 seconds, someone's going to call you. If you don't pick up the phone, the back to base will call the people on your list to say, Peggy, Leon didn't pick up his phone. We detected a fall. What would you do? Besides panic, you go find him, right? Today, what do we have to do that? There's a thing called Life Alert, right? How much is that? $40 a month. 41. How big is it? 3-year contract. And it's big, right? Do they come in with gold chains and stuff? But sir, that feature, my friend is going to charge $1 a week. Would you pay for that? For that peace of mind? How much does peace of mind cost? Well, it depends how much you love that person. Right? Right? So that's one feature. There's another third-party developer right now who has completed, well, virtually completed the app for glucose estimation. There's 1 in 8 Americans that are diabetic. So this is not a medical device. This gives you an estimation, estimates what your glucose is. How many people in this room know someone that can benefit from such features? Right? If you sent a 30-minute, you sent them a 2-minute video about that app, do you think some people will say, oh, tell me more, where can I buy it? You're not selling an opportunity, you're selling a product. That's one thing the FTC is very strong about. The FTC has gone against this industry of direct sales and network marketing because it's true. There's a lot of companies out there that's not doing the right things. And I love the FTC because they're getting rid of the bad ones and leaving the real good ones here so they can help the people who are in the right company. So I love the FTC. So the FTC just wants people to buy a product because of the product, not because of the opportunity. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So how many competitors do we have? None. So that glucose estimation is really cool. And there's other developers who are developing other things for fun. Like there's an app right now, a developer creating an app, where when you wear that or you open that app and you ask the person wearing the Hilo a question, you would know if they're telling you the truth or not. Because we have a EKG. You know what an EKG is? That thing? So what do the people who see people lying, they hook them up, right? Well, we have it. We have it. So husbands, if your wife is not here, you don't have to say it. Wives and your husband, I'm just joking. But no, I'm serious. They're developing that app. But we have unlimited possibilities because developers right now, there's a lot out there. Where do they normally develop apps? For what platforms? iPhone and Google. Do you know iPhone has 2.2 million apps out there? They do. So if you're a developer, any developers in here? Any developers? Right? Don't be afraid. If you are a developer, would you want to develop in a marketplace where it's flooded with a lot of developers? Or use your skills on the Hilo? Right now, on day 1, we opened development for Developers Come On. It was about last month. We had 81 on the first day. And more is coming in because right now we're 300,000 people using this and they want to create apps. So if someone says, why is this better than Fitbit? Well, first of all, Fitbit does the basic stuff like steps, calories, and all that stuff. But that's it. If you buy a Fitbit with 5 functions, that's all you have. But over here, you have unlimited possibilities with what to come. Also, how many people believe that your organs are important? Right? Dude, some of you, I don't know, right? My friend here, Leon, right? Is your organs important?
Pretty much.
Pretty much, right? What indicators do you have right now that can tell you if your organs are doing well?
I've got 2 pacemakers and a defibrillator.
Okay.
But I have broadcast it. Well, it's supposed to, the defibrillator is supposed to make contact back to the doctor if anything happens.
Wow.
But I don't trust it, so I've broadcasted everything.
But most people, I don't know, will have the access to that at early on. Basically, once you find something else, then they'll do it, right? Mm-hmm. So prevention is better than cure. Right? So what do you have in your life right now that can give you some prevention? You don't know. So we have another third-party developer. He's using a thing called Pulse Diagnosis or something. I don't know. I can't speak English properly. But basically, they use your pulse to diagnose how your organs are. Right? Some of you may believe in it, some of you don't, but I believe in it. So Mr. Fabio Galdi, our CEO, actually flew in a professional out of Japan who has their own books and all that kind of stuff. And he said, can you test me? So he she tested and said a few things about his situation. All right, this is not a medical device. This is just an indicator. And that lady said, look, you probably have something. You got to check your thyroid. You need to eat slowly, like eat slowly. And you need to drink more water. And she said about 10 things. And he just sat back and smiled. And then he goes, guy, check this out. He took out a prototype. We got a prototype of something right now. Put it in the same position where that lady put her fingers. It ran for 40 seconds. And the results was, check your thyroid, eat slowly, drink more water. This is technology. Like, whether you believe it or not, there's technology out there that do crazy things, because how many of you thought that there was going to be a plane that is the size of a building that takes you around the world? That's pretty crazy, right? So this is where technology is going. And for the first time, we are moving into a technology where majority of people is going to have. Why? Because they already said. Time said, whether you like it or not, this is going to happen. Imagine your insurance company said, I'm going to cut your premiums by half if you wear a Hilo. What are you going to say? I'll pay more. Right? What are you going to say? But does it make sense? Do you think they might do that? Because what else do we have here for prevention? So we have unlimited possibilities, but just not that. We have the germanium. If you go Google it, it's unbelievable what you can do. And in terms of competitors, there's nothing out there, guys. There's no competitors out there because all of them have fixed features. We have unlimited through our App Store. When we came out with a Hilo Classic in July, a lot of people started recognizing this product. Fox News, is that a big channel? Yes. Right? Nationwide, right? First week of January says New Year's in technology. Technology trends that will dominate. Is dominate a strong word? Yes. Dominate 2017, and talked about the Hilo. We didn't pay them. We didn't need to pay them. There was a lady called Morgan Fairchild. Right? Is she pretty famous? I don't know. Yes. I'm Australian. Yes. You tell me Kylie Minogue, I might know her. Right? So Morgan Fairchild owns a TV show, a TV show called Baby Boomers of America. 98 million homes sees that. They reached out to us and they said they wanted to do a segment on the Hilo. Do you think they would do that if they didn't think this was a product that people want? No. Do you think Fox News would show that if they didn't think this product people want? But then Morgan Fairchild wanted $40,000, so we said, no, we'll find another way. But we've sold 300,000 devices in the last few months, and 50% of that revenue went back to the distributors. You have to understand that. So Toshiba is one of our partners. Have you guys heard of CES? It's the #1 tech show in the world. Over 175,000 people showed up. Millions of people tuned in. Toshiba had a booth, and at the booth, all they did was the first thing that you saw was the Hilo. What does that tell you about the credibility behind our product? It's huge. It's huge. Who has not heard of Toshiba? Anyone haven't heard of Toshiba? Anyone? Toshiba is over 100 years old, worth $50 billion. Anyone here worth $50 billion? Can you agree with me that a corporation of that magnitude will go through a lot of due diligence before they publicly announce a partnership? Do you agree with me? Yes. Late last year, they publicly announced our partnership to the world. Guess what happened to our stock price? Oh, by the way, we're a publicly listed company. Guess what happened to our stock price? It went up. We are a publicly listed company. What does that tell you about our company as well? We're publicly listed. Can any company just go on the stock market? It has to go through some steps. And our partnership with Toshiba is strong. And check this out. At the beginning of this year, we had another article that went out. It talked about launch of world's first wearable, non-invasive, continuous blood glucose estimation technology using our smart band. Guess what happened to our stock price when that came? It went from $3 to over $20. Oh, by the way, 2 weeks ago, Apple Watch, they announced that they are years away from 5 years? 5 years, I don't know, years away, let's say 5, the latest say 5, from this technology. We have it. We have it. So, what's crazy about this, guys, is that our CEO, Mr. Fabio Galdi, decided to do it through network marketing. How many of you say that doesn't make sense? How many of you put up your hands and say that doesn't make sense? Why would you do it through network marketing? Because what is the philosophy behind network marketing, guys?
Word of mouth.
Word of mouth. That if you work hard, you have unlimited possibilities of earning. It is about people helping people. That's what network marketing is about. Mr. Fabio Galdi is actually very successful. He was one of the first people to create a touchscreen computer in the world. He's a nerd, right? He is, right? He made a lot of money. But one thing he didn't have in his life was fulfillment. There's a thing about being rich and being fulfilled. Do you know there's a lot of rich people that are not fulfilled? You know there's a lot of poor people that are not fulfilled. Right? Would you rather be rich and not fulfilled or poor and fulfilled? Oh, that's a tricky question. That's a tricky question, right? But he went through network marketing because he saw the ability for the average person to live an above average life. He loved it. So this genius created more things. He created a chip, or he's selling a chip called a BioZen. How many of you here use a phone, a cell phone? All right. So I'm just seeing who's tired right now, not putting up the hand, right? And whether you like it or not, there's a thing called electrosmog that is real. 2 weeks ago, the Supreme Court in Italy just passed a judgment that the phone caused cancer. Not could, it did cause cancer to this lady. If you go into your iPhone and you go to About Settings, About Legal, it says, do not use your phone closer than 5 millimeters to your body. How many of you use a phone like this? How many put your phone here? Not me, but some of you put your phone here. Some of you put your phone here. Ladies, don't do that. Guys, if you want babies, don't do this. It's true. It's true. Don't Google it. You'll see it. This is the first scientifically and medically proven chip to reduce the harmful effect of electrosmog. I have it. I feel the difference. Right? It's relevant. Anything that you plug to the wall or anything with a battery, you need to put one of these on. How many of you here have kids that look at this phone all the time? iPads that they put on, that lady smiling right there, that young lady. It's dangerous. Put on a chip. I mean, go Google it. If you don't take my word for it, go Google it. There's doctors out there showing radiation from the phone with x-rays to see what it does. So that is that our slogan is life-sensing technology. Is this life-sensing technology? Yes. Is the BioZen life-sensing technology? Yes. Incredible product. Our Infolio, I need to change this photo, but that was a mock-up of our prototype. Our Infolio will be coming out later this year. It's going to be a cell phone. So how many of you don't have a cell phone? All right, good. Now, this Infolio is the footprint of this phone here. It's thinner than an iPhone 7. It's slimmer than an iPhone 7. Same screen size. It is as powerful as the latest Samsung. It has two cameras, HD, 16 megapixel. It has an 8-core processor. It has 2 SIM cards for girlfriend 1 and girlfriend 2. All right? That's not a, anyway. All right. 2 SIM cards. Now, we say that our Infolio, our price point, is cheaper than an iPhone and Samsung, but in my opinion, more powerful than those phones. Why? Because it will be the first phone in the world that comes with 0 electrosmog.
Wow.
I'm telling you, life-sensing technology. So, the next time you give your cell phone to a kid or someone, think about it. My kids, they don't touch any phone unless this is on it. You don't believe me? Go Google it. If we have time, I'll go play you the videos. There are doctors coming together to the government to show what phones do. Whether you like it or not, we live in a world with electrosmog. There's no way in the world, unless you live in the middle of nowhere, and there's still towers there for electricity, but anyway, electrosmog is everywhere. So with the products I share with you right now, those 3 products, do you think they're realistic products?
Yes.
Do you see that we have no competitors? Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you. We have a certificate called the Bureau Veritas. It's a certification company in Paris that is over 100 years old, that does certification over $5 billion of revenue every year. Do you think that they'll give us a certification if it's not real? No, this is the legitimate thing. We have a certification to prove it. So the products that we have, do you believe that if we didn't pay you, you would still share it with people you love? Yes. A straight question. If I didn't pay you, or not me, the company didn't pay you, would you still share it with someone?
Yes.
Would you? Ma'am, would you? Right? So this lady didn't know why she's here. Right? It's true. Is that true? You would share it. And if they paid you, would you give it to me? Sorry? If they paid you. Wow! Let's talk later. But the thing I love about this product is that our company has product that people will buy just because of the product. That's very important to know. Mr. Fabio Galli is the brainchild behind this. This guy is a genius. He came into network marketing by accident because his girlfriend signed him up. Right? And he was very wealthy. And they'll say, hey, join this, you can get a free BMW. And he was like, I already have a BMW. Right? But what he saw, he couldn't find in his business. People having dreams. People helping each other. People in a family being successful. Once again, this is not for lazy people. If you're lazy, the chances are you won't be successful. If you're hardworking with the right leadership and mentorship, you may be successful. So this guy's a genius. I love this guy. What has he done with World Global Network in the last 6 years? We've been an ambassador of network marketing. We rank 83 in the world. There's over 10,000 companies in the world right now. We have a AAA rating. There's only 20 companies in the world that has a AAA rating. There's some good ones. There's a lot of bad ones. But a AAA rating kind of helps, right? CEO top 10 2 years in a row. Top earners in the world. We have, it says 11 there, but we have 12 now. It was updated last night. I started this business in September last year. That is 8 months. And since then, it's been unbelievable. Guys, is CNBC a reputable website?
Yes.
If you go there and put in the ticker symbol WRMT, it shows that our history in January 18, 2016, it was 26 cents. January 11, 2017 was $15. 52-week range, 9 cents, 16.25. What does that tell you about what the marketplace perceives our company? Are we going in the right direction?
Yes.
If you trade shares, up means good, down means bad. Right? It is true, right? So our goal is to do $2 billion by 2020. How long is 2020, guys? I'm giving you a cheat sheet. Look at my fingers. Right? Our sales last year was 147 million, 150 million. We have the #1 wearable device on the marketplace. Wearable technology by Forbes magazine says it will do 34 billion. Do you believe that we can get that small percentage of that 34 billion?
Yes.
Do you believe it?
Yes.
If you do, it's going to happen. Because I know I'm going to make it happen. But the company's going to give back 50%. So if we do 2 billion, what's 50% of 2 billion?
1 billion.
And where does that 1 billion go? But goes back to the original question, do you believe this is a product that someone will want to buy?
Yes.
I haven't told you about opportunity yet, right? I told you that if this is a product people want to buy, they're going to give you 50% back. So what I'm going to show you next is how much you get back. So if someone sold less, should they get more or less? If someone sold less, should they get more or less? And if someone sold more, should they get more or less?
More.
See, when I had a job, I sold more than my boss. Who got more? Who got less? You. But I sold more. So how's that fair? Right? So I said, man, I love this. I was ignorant because I thought network marketing was my mom trying to sell my friend stuff. Right? The people laughing at mom selling friend stuff. Right? No, I'm just joking. But guys, the reason why you can hear my passionate thing about this is because I truly believe in this product. I truly believe that this product can really help the both of you. Don't worry about the opportunity. The functions in this product, if you guys decide to use it, one day you're going to come back to me and go, I'm so glad I have this. Because the testimonials that I've been told, and I don't want to say it here because you might not believe me, it's crazy. It's indicators. What does it indicate? What could happen? If you knew what could happen before it happened, what does that mean? I'll give you an example. I'm young. I feel good. My last yearly checkup was 9 years ago. How often should we get a yearly checkup? You guys are laughing. Put up your hand if you go get checked up every year. It's not everyone in this room. Not everyone in this room. Why? Because we just have no time. We don't. I put on this helo, showed my blood pressure was 140 over 100. Guess what I said straight away? This doesn't work. I need to go get a job. No, I'm just joking. This doesn't work. Right? That can't be true. I'm healthy. Like my dad is the most stubborn person in the world. Right? Dad, you don't look good. Go to a doctor's. No, I'm fine. Right? I did it again. It was 142 over 100. I said, my wife goes, you better go use an Omron. Right? So Omron's a medical device. This is not a medical device. I put on the, what do you call it? The cuff. And guess what it showed? Went to the doctors. The doctors did it 6 times. 6 times because they didn't believe it. 6 times. And this was in last year. And that was very emotionally impacting for me. Because, see, for me, my family is the most important to me. I have 3 kids. I spend all my time with them. And with that blood pressure, is it good or bad? Bad. So I said, doctor, how do I take medicine, eat better, lose weight? I said, I don't really want to take medicine. Let's try the other one first. So I've lost 18 pounds since I got the information, right? This suit didn't used to fit me, right? This is when I was dating my wife, when I was slim, right? Then after that, I couldn't fit anymore. But anyway, but that information was the reason why I made a change. Not because I was selling a weight loss program, right? It was because it was information that made me go, Chad, you better do something or else. And we all don't know what the or else is. So if I didn't have the indicator, how would I know that I have high blood pressure? 2 ways. One way, I wouldn't want that way. The second way is when I went to my yearly checkup that I do every 9 years. So Mr. Fabio Galdi is giving us a product that's unbelievable. And this product can be available in 195 countries around the world. Anyone know anyone outside of the US? Guess what? They can use the Helo too. Do you think they need to know indicators of their lifestyle? I think we have a few countries that we don't ship to. North Korea is a country we don't ship to. Hey, if you get the main guy, you get everyone. This guy over here, Steve Cutman, he's already booked his flight. But, you know, Nan and Chinita, they're our global master distributors. Guys, this company is 6 years old. In the first 5 years, they had no business in English-speaking countries. The first 5 years, their business was in North Africa, North Europe, and the Middle East. Well, I don't say no. I say 99% of the business was in North Africa, the Middle East, and North Europe. They wanted to be a $2 billion company by 2020, and they knew they needed to go into the market of North America, and Asia. If you've done network marketing before, those are the two dominant places, right? Fabio doesn't know how to do business in Asia. Doesn't know how to do business in North America. Sliding door opportunity came down in Chinita. Came last year. It was their 1-year anniversary on April 17 with the company. Before then, there was no global master distributor. It was built organically. So Fabio asked Dan and Chinita to pave this into the US, to pave this into Asia, as you can see they're Asians, because of what they've done. They've done this for over 30 years. They've helped a lot of companies come into these regions, and they've helped a lot of people become successful. In the last year, they've helped over 10 people get on the top earner list. They're right now number 5 in the entire world of 108 million people in the world. So I know the claps are soft, it's okay, don't worry. When it's your turn, I'll clap hard for you. But I want you to understand this. We're number 9, don't clap. But this company is 6 years old. When did I start?
8 months ago.
I joined after 750,000 people. Literally, after that. I was on the bottom of 750,000 people. But because I worked hard and kept my head down and kept on working, after 4 months, we became number 1. Now, the reason why I say this is because go find any job, start off, and within 4 months you're the CEO. Why? Because between you and the CEO, they are trying to push you down. Job security, right? Guess what happened here? My team and my leadership were lifting us up. My team and my leadership, we were lifting them up. It was a win-win scenario. Because how this company works is, if you win, I win. If I lose, you lose. It's a win-win scenario. That's why I love this industry. So if you've never heard of network marketing before, because you heard it from the wrong person, right? I'm telling you, if someone is newly divorced and you want them to be your counsel about getting married, it's not going to work. So the results are there, guys. And in our training later on, once we have a break, I'm going to do a quick 10-minute training to share with our members here and our new members some of the steps to go to the next level. But here are the 7 key components. I mean, if you don't want to do World Global Network, if technology is not your thing, that's totally okay. I'm going to give you the principles of how to choose the right company. I love this industry. I am an ambassador of network marketing. I don't need to tear down another person's company for you to be successful. I love network marketing. But if you want to join another company and this is not the company, use these principles, because these principles have made a lot of people successful, because once you know the framework, you know what to choose, right? So, number 1, find a company that's over 5 years old, that does over $150 million, and is debt-free. Number 1. World Global Network has 3 ticks. Number 2, find a product that is unique and simple. See, most products in network marketing who's simple is not unique. Think about skincare. How many competitors of skincare is there in network marketing? Thousands, right? I don't know. A lot. What about outside of network marketing? So generally speaking, when it's something unique, it's not simple. Right? Does that make sense? Is Hilo a unique product?
Yeah.
And is that 2-minute video simple for you to understand what it is?
Yes.
Unique and simple. Trends. I don't need to explain that, right? You saw that. Timing. I always say this. The T in timing is more important than the T in talent. Does that make sense?
Yes.
See, you could be the most talented network marketer in the world. Most talented. I'm not. I want you to understand I'm not the most talented, right? I got some skills, but I'm not the most talented. But if you put me and the most talented person in network marketing, and I'm not going to name any names, in a company that starts with A and ends in Way, I don't know how well they're going to do. Does that make sense? But if you get someone who's not that talented, and they send a 2-minute video, Guys, if you saw that 2-minute video, someone sent you that 2-minute video clip, would you be like, oh, this is cool? Yeah. Not everybody, but some people are like, oh, this is really cool. How much words did you say when you send that 2-minute video? Nothing. That's virtually how I built my business. Leon, I'll send you that 2-minute video. If you're friends, you look at it and you go, oh, this could be good for me. Right? I mean, you could say yes, good, but it's 2 minutes.
I already sent it to him.
Oh, you did? Okay. But we live in a society that we don't talk anymore. We send text messages. Right? There's some people texting each other in here. Hey, what do you think of Chad? Oh, hey, what's for dinner? Get me out. I'm in, right? But that's the world we live in. Right? And that's why we fall into a category from a business sense, giving us this result. Direct sales and network marketing, guys, last year did $180 billion. Is that big? Bigger than NFL, NBA, and the baseball league combined. So is it big? Yes. 65 years old is this industry. There's another industry that's 15 years old that did 2.2 trillion last year. So which one would you choose? 2.2 trillion is pretty good, right? That industry is called the online social selling. Guys, have you heard golf? Who's golfers in here? Golfsmith. You know Golfsmith? Not anymore. Tell me another company's closed down. Sears. Macy's, Kmart. What is the electronics store? Circuit City, right? Where did they all go? Online. How many of you do your grocery shopping online? I just bought diapers for my kids using Amazon. Right? Push up a button. Do you check it out before you buy it, or do you buy it first? Buy it first, right? Right? Really, you buy it first. That is called online social selling, guys. And that's where we're in. We are probably the first company in this industry that has cracked the code to go to online social selling. Because we're not changing anyone's habits. We're showing them a product that they probably want to buy. And that's why we're growing so fast. Team, guys, we got the best team here. I mean, I'm going to introduce you to some of the local leadership that even the local leadership doesn't know who's local leadership. Literally. Yesterday we were in, I was in Houston, and they didn't know who the local leadership was because we did everything at home. Right. This is a home-based business that you're actually at home. It's true. Because you don't need to smell it, you don't need to drink it, you don't need to apply it, you don't need to shake it, you don't need to burn it. Right? All you got to do is show a 2-minute video. Right? This is the first time. This is the first time I'm out of the house because I want to meet the leadership to see who's here. 3 days ago I was in Tulsa. Two days ago I was in Tulsa. We had over 100 people come to check this out. We had a couple that drove from Minneapolis to Tulsa. Wow. 11 hours. They were in their late 70s, maybe 80s. They're sitting in the front row. Because they wanted this opportunity and wanted the product. Yesterday, we were in Houston. We had nearly 300 people show up. They didn't know who were the leadership. Today, I want you to show you the local leadership so they know each other. And you can count on them because they've created some amazing success. The comp plan. This is how we compensate or how we distribute 50% of our sales. Right? So who wants to know how you can get more of that 50%? Right? So, Leon, have you done network marketing before?
30 years.
30 years. Okay, you're not the person I want to talk to because you're a veteran. Who is a guest that's never done network marketing before? Okay, man. What's your name?
Sheila.
Sorry?
Sheila.
Sheila. Yesterday when I was in Houston, everyone I picked had names I couldn't pronounce. Right? Alfredo, are you here? I don't know. Is Alfredo here? I had names I couldn't pronounce. I felt so bad. Because they kept on putting hands in front of my face and sit in front row. So I had to say, so, Sheila, right?
In Australia, that means something bad, doesn't it?
Yeah. Okay? Let's not bring in my Australian to this, right? Let's keep that separate. Okay. So, Sheila, now you're making me think of that. Okay. All right. So, you haven't done network marketing before, right? So, you're going to be the expert of our compensation plan. Okay? I'm going to show you our compensation plan, and you're going to be able to tell everybody how it works. Now, I've done this a lot, and not one person in the world.
You need me? I was in the overflow.
Oh, no. No, it's okay. Thank you. You know why I called him? Because yesterday, we were supposed to talk, but we didn't have time, so he drove from from Houston to Dallas. Thank you, guys.
What?
Yeah. I'll be in LA tomorrow. But, Sheila, okay, so I've done this a lot. Not one person has got it wrong. Please don't be the first. That's not going to make Houston people, that smart, right? So, I know people from being smart, so no pressure. Okay, just don't get it wrong. Okay? Right, so in our compensation plan, there are 3 steps. Sheila, how many steps?
3.
Oh, right, okay. Guys, round of applause, you guys support it. Come on. So this compensation plan is for USA, Canada, Japan, and Europe. It's called the blue compensation. We have a red, which is about 95% the same. But because we are here in the US, I'm going to talk about the blue. Okay? So, Sheila, step 1 is called pick a pack. Become a team member. Pick a pack. So, Sheila, just say step 1, pick a pack.
Step 1, pick a pack.
Okay, that's all you need to know. Okay, remember. Step 1, pick a pack. You got it? So what packs is there to choose, guys? There are these packs. So, Leon, if you were going to buy the Hilo, I'm not forcing you. If you were going to buy it, would you want to pay full price or would you want to have a discount? Probably want a discount. Probably, okay. If you were going to buy this, would you want your loved ones to have it too?
Sure.
Certainly. And would you want them to buy it at full price or have a discount? Have a discount. Does that make sense, guys? It's a simple question. So the box set might not be the one for you because that's full price, no discount, and you only have one. Right? I'm just saying. My goal is to give you your needs, not to sell you something you don't want. Okay? I want to make it clear. So this one here is full price. If you get the family pack, because you said you have 10 to 15 people, the family pack gives you a saving of $696. Plus, you buy 4, you get 1 free. You can have the free one and give it to your wife, up to you. Right? Who holds the bank account? All right. Okay, so you have the free one. You have the free one, he'll pay it, right? And the family pack is virtually that. You save because you're buying a bundle for the people you love. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Now, in a family pack, we give you 1 bands kit. What is the band kit? It lets you change the color. Right? Some people like different colors. There you go. Do you mind standing up for a second? This is the red one. What's your name? Jacqueline is styling the ruby red. Chad is the navy blue and Rita. Sorry? Rita. Rita is the light blue. No, it's not called light. It has a cooler name than that. But, oh, there we go. What's that one? Purple. It's not called purple. It's called ruby red. But we have 5 colors. 5 colors. I mean, would you like some colors? Oh, wow. Would you like some colors? Yes? But the family pack is only 1 person gets it. So if you go, you know what? I want everybody to have the colors band. Well, you have the ability to save more because the premium pack gives everybody a Hilo and everybody a bands kit. And Peggy, you get a free Hilo and a free bands kit. It's totally up to you. What fits your needs? All right? So either you want it at full price or you want to get a discount. So you guys want a discount, right? So next you may say, what about the BioZen? Well, you can add the BioZen to any pack you like. And if you get the 30, you get 8 for free, so it makes it cheaper as well. So, Sheila, step 1 is pick a pack. That's all you need to know. What's step 1?
Pick a pack.
Pick a pack. Cool. 33.3%. High five. Okay. Would you mind getting paid if you recommended people? Yeah, all right. So if you recommend people, you get paid. So in this company, they say you need to recommend a minimum of 2 people. A minimum of 2. Sheila, how many? 2. A minimum of 2, and the company will pay you in what we call team volume commission. So all we got to do in this business, Sheila, is build 2 sales organizations. We call it a left sales organization and a right. It's like if you have a job, there's a marketing department and there's a sales department, for example. So your goal is to build 2 sales organizations. So what you see here is you, Sheila. And in the left sales organization, do you think you will be able to share this product, and would those people probably buy the pack with a discount or the full price one? What do you think?
Discount.
The discount. So if you introduce 2 people that come in with the family or premium pack, sorry, Mike, I don't know what's working. Okay. If you introduce 2 people, one on your left sales team, Mr. A, and Mrs. A, on the right sales team, you are known as a team member. Now, that's all you need to do. When you do that, the company will pay you a 20% commission for life. The thing I love about this company, Sheila, is they don't restrict you to saying you got to do this in 1 week or 1 month. It's open-ended. So you can bring Mr. A today and Mrs. A in 6 months, and you're done. You never, ever, ever need to do this qualification again, because you only have to do this 3 steps 1 time. Sheila, how many times?
3 times.
So when you've done this once, you're done. You, she even tricked me. She even tricked me. Because I just assumed you said the right thing because everything done. Okay, no, I'm just joking. So, step 1, Sheila, is pick a pack. Step 2 is bring 2. Can you say what's step 1?
Pick a pack.
Step 2?
Bring 2.
Cool. Now, if you brought someone that says, I don't love anyone, I don't know anyone, just let me buy 1. It's okay. There's people out there, right? The lonely hearts, right? Right? Anyway, I don't ask you to raise your hand. But anyway, if they do that, then you are at 10% for life. Because our company loves to reward people that does more work. Not like when I had a job, I did more work, I actually did get more reward, right? So if you bring in a family pack left and right, you're at 20% for life. Or if you bring in, let's say, 5 lonely ranges on the left and right, you're at 10%. So do you get this? Right? So far, so good?
Yes.
So step 1 is pick a pack. Step 2 is bring 2. Sheila, what's step 1?
Pick a pack.
What's step 2?
Bring 2.
Pretty simple, right? Now, if you brought 2 people in the business, the next requirement is they require you to help them to earn the next level of commission. Is it okay that we make a requirement where you got to help someone before you get more?
Yes.
Is that okay? So, Sheila, if you help Mr. A bring 2 and Mrs. A to bring 2, that's all you need to do. Because all you did was bring 2. So we want now for you to duplicate that and help Mr. A and Mrs. A bring 2. This is open-ended, guys. You can do this in 1 week. You can bring 1 person this week and bring the next in 7 months. All you need to do is help 2. Bring 2. So Sheila, step 1 is pick a pack. Step 2 is bring 2. Step 3 is help the 2 bring 2. What's step 1?
Pick a pack.
What's step 2?
Bring 2.
What's step 3?
Help 2. Bring 2.
Congratulations, 100%. High five. So guys, I'll get Sheila's phone number. I'll put it up there. If you need any help, she's the person to call. All right, guys? So was that simple? Now, check this out, guys. Because it's simple, and Sheila's never done network marketing before, Sheila, check this out. If you were to buy a pack, which pack would you buy?
The discounted one.
The discounted one, right? So after you bought the discounted pack and you want to do the business, what do you need to do?
You need to bring 2 more people.
Wow, cool. And once you do, what do you need to do?
Then I ask those 2 people if they need help.
You help them, right? So if you've been in network marketing before, guys, that is impossible in other companies. They make you jump through hoops to earn something decent. Over here, because the product's good enough and people's buying this, that we want to give it all as much as you can to Sheila because she's working. And I will tell you where the big money is. Okay, actually, income disclosure, guys. Hard work, dedication. Full income disclosure at worldgn.com, right? Just to let you know, you saw that video. But once you become a team developer, what the company will do is recognize you, Sheila, with ranks, like diamond, double diamond. We don't give you diamonds, or we do in a way, I don't know. We might. You'll find it in Bangkok. I mean, did I tell you guys? Our team members, that's a little tip. But there's matching bonus. All the matching bonus means is the person you help, what they make, the company will give you up to 10% back. So if you help me make more money, the company will give you 10%. Is that good or bad? Good, right? So you're going to help me more? All right, it's a win-win, right? Where's the loser in that? Then there's a millionaire pool. What we do is, when you become a president millionaire, the weekly sales volume, the weekly sales revenue. So last week, last cycle, my organization did about $10 million in sales, right? So what is 1% of that revenue? What? 100,000. So what the company does, 100,000. Is that right? Right? 100,000. 100,000 is shared with all the president millionaires in the world. Why is that good? Well, there's a president millionaire in Russia that is not in my business because I came in later. Right? Do you think he will help me? Yes. Do you think I would help him? Because we are helping each other make that pool bigger. You get what I'm saying? So it's a win-win-win scenario. Car bonus, $1,000 and so on and so forth. So after you create your structure, Sheila, you just got to do it once. It's like a restaurant. Once you start create your restaurant, you get to buy the chairs, the table, you do the renovation. What's next? You need customers, right? So our company says, once you create this structure, all you need after that is customers. Is that fair? Is that okay for a business? Yes. Does that make sense? So Sheila, what the company does is, depending on the sales you do, they'll give you a greater percentage if you do more sales. When I was at Adobe, the more sales I did, my boss got a bigger percentage. Right? So this is totally up to you. But Sheila, you understand that if someone's helping you get better at this. Right? So if you brought in 10,000 sales volume, you're a diamond in your team volume commission. If you brought in 50,000, you're a president. And my wife and I, we are a grand president millionaire, which means that we brought in over 1 million sales volume on a cycle. And a cycle is generally a week. Right? And I only started 8 months ago. When I started, the only rank was this. My mother-in-law hit that rank in 7 days. First 7 days. Then they go, you know, this lady's on fire, we better do more. So they did 2 more. She did this next, a couple months later, and that a couple months later. So they have to do something else right now. It's because there's a product need demand for the helo. So really simple. Once you create the structure once, after that, you do the volume, and they'll give you the percentage. So for business owners, who are business owners in here, right? Once you have customers, is retention very important? Yes. Does that make sense, Sheila? So we have a membership, and if it makes sense to you, Sheila, I want you to say it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense to you, say it doesn't make sense. Okay? So it's $59, Sheila. It's optional. This $59 gives you the ability to earn commission and keep sales volume. Now, if you've done network marketing before, it's some name first called auto ship. And generally, most companies, when you do an auto ship, you buy more of the same thing you don't need. Right? It's called a garage qualification. So if you come to my garage, there's no cars in it. All right? Because of my experience in this industry, but that's something else. Okay? But over here, Sheila, we give you, do you see this white space? We give you more. Most companies, it's just this and there's nothing else. So what else do we give you? We give you the Helo App Pro for up to 5 people. So, you said that you probably get the discounted pack, which means you got at least 5 people that you love that would want to wear this. So if you didn't buy the loyalty membership, then they can download the app for free, but the free version is very limited in the functions they can have. One of the limitations is the ability to download certain apps. For example, the glucose app counts, you can't download it unless you're a pro version. So if you have 5 people wearing the Helo, and they paid the pro individually, is $12 each. So 12 times 5 is $60, right? Mm-hmm. Guys, most people get the pro app because it's beneficial. Mm-hmm. So over here, how much is it? If they don't do this, how much would they pay? 60. So which is cheaper? $1. Hey, $1 is pretty cool. Like, near my house is one taco. Right? The tacos are really good there. Right? So, but what's the difference here? You save $1, but it also gives you the ability to earn commission. So is that already an extra value there? Next, we give you online tools, cloud storage. So when you get the Infolio phone, you take photos. You get 512 gig storage. We give you a protection plan for your Hilo and Infolio. Now, we have a warranty for 1 year on our products. But the warranty is for your, is based if the product is defective, right? It's based on the product being defective. But if you defected the product, if your dog ate it or your cat sat on it, whatever it is, you broke the screen, right? We have a protection plan that kicks in and gives you a replacement if you're a member for at least 3 months. So is that something valuable? You break the phone, after 3 months, here's a brand new one. You break the Hilo, after 3 months, you can get a replacement. Is that pretty cool? You can do up to 2 a year. So don't keep on breaking it. You get at least 2 a year, which is pretty cool. So is that valuable to you? Next, we give you 75 loyalty points. When you pay $59, we give you 75 loyalty points to use in the store, and 1 loyalty point equals $1. Now, what that means is, Sheila, imagine you go to your bank. Which bank do you bank with? Chase. That's my son's name. You know, when he started reading, he goes, "Daddy, my name's everywhere." Right? No, that's really his name, and he doesn't say that. So, imagine you go to Chase Bank, you deposit $59, you go to the ATM, and you take out 75. How often would you do that? A lot. Over here, you pay $59, we give you 75 points on top of everything else, and what do you use the points for? You go back in the store, and you get yourself whatever you like. If you're a member for 1 year, you can go get yourself a free phone and free Hilo every year. If you want. We come out, like this version 1 came out in July. Version 2 started shipping in April. We come out with a new product every 8 to 12 months. Why? Technology changes all the time. Imagine iPhone 3 was still on the shelves right now. Guess what? In network marketing, they still have iPhone 3 on their shelves. Because most companies sells the main product is the main product forever. But we are a technology company that changes all the time, because Sheila, what happens if I met you when Classic first came out and you said, "Chad, you don't have 3 functions, I'm not interested." 2 weeks later, "Sheila, now we have the ability to monitor your loved one." "Oh, that's pretty cool, I'm not interested." Then it came out the ability to do your steps. Not interested. 6 months later, well, now we have one that gives you the ability for your glucose, for example. Oh, perfect, I'm ready now. You see the difference in what I just did. In my other company, if I was selling a cream, I'll come back as the cream all the time, and Sheila goes, "I told you I don't like the cream in the first place." Okay? But here it changes all the time. So, guys, Sheila, do you think it's valuable to have this membership, even if you didn't want to do the business? Is there a lot of benefit? So I want you to see something. Sheila has never done this before, but she sees the benefit in the product, she sees the benefit in helping people, and she sees the benefit in our loyalty membership. Now, from the business-minded people, if you are a loyalty member, we give you the ability to put 1%, an extra 1% into what we call the money box. So if you're a diamond, remember that 10,000 points? What is 1% of 10,000? 100. The $100 goes into the money box, Sheila. If you are a diamond every week, $100 goes in every week. If you stay loyal to us for 12 months, whatever that amount is after 12 months, it's yours. So is that pretty cool? Yes. An extra 1%, right? So that's pretty valuable. What is the total cost? Or the total value? Sheila, you get over $1,400 worth of value, not including a money box. You seem like a go-getter, so that money box could be pretty big. I can see you already thinking right there.
Yeah, I am actually.
Right? I can see it. I can see it. I've done this before. Right? So, The total investment is just about $700. So why do you think that people like the loyalty membership? Because do they get more than they give? Is it real value? Which a lot of companies don't have. Now, Sheila, you don't know this, but DSN, Direct Sales News, states that the average network marketing company has a retention rate of 8 to 12%, which means 1 in 10 keep on buying the product. 1 in 10. If you own a restaurant and only 1 in 10 customers stays, what does that say? You need a new chef. Do you know what our retention rate is, guys? Our retention rate, the last Mr. Fabio calculated, was 78%. But in telling you that number and telling you that value doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Right? It does. I mean, think about it. Look at what you get. You get a lot. So, number 8, from a business side, Sheila, I can see you're a business person. When you introduce me, you say, hey, do you want the loyalty membership? I say yes. So that's a sale that you've done. And I would be on a loyalty membership every month. So what the company does is when you sell, when I buy 59, you get 30 points. If you add that 20%, 30 times $26. You get $6 every month that I'm on a loyalty membership, on a pay structure. So network marketers in here. Who is someone being in network marketing a long time? All right, so what's your name? Oh, hold on. Being in network marketing a long time and not a member. And not a member. I'm assuming you're a member. I see the halo. All right. Who's not a member who's been in network marketing for a decent? Ma'am, what's your name? Lisa, how you doing? How long have you done network marketing for? Wow. You're very young. You started when you were 12. Right? So in network marketing, Lisa, generally speaking, when you introduce someone to the business, you get a bonus, a fast start bonus. Right? Then after that, whatever they buy, it goes into your structured payout. Right? Is that standard, guys? When they first join, you get a bonus, a fast start bonus, and every month if they buy something, it goes into the compensation plan. Yes? So in our company, we do the same thing. When they buy something on a monthly basis, it goes into your compensation. But what we do as well is, we give you an unlimited fast start program. Which means, Lisa, every month that someone does the loyalty membership, you get a fast start and a structured payout. It's called double dipping. Do you like to double dip? I do too. That artichoke dip and those nachos, I'm telling you. Alright? So $6 from structure, $6 from fast start every single month. How much is that? $12, right? So $59, networkers, you can agree with me, that's probably one of the lowest monthly you've seen in your life. Has a lot of value. But that payout of 12 is one of the highest ratio you've seen in the industry. Why do we do that? It's because we have a product that people really want to buy and sees the value in it, whether you want to do this business or not. Because before I went into the compensation plan, majority of you said this is something you would share with someone if it had no opportunity. The fact that it has an opportunity, it turbocharges the opportunity, turbocharges the product. So the loyalty membership, guys, is simple and lucrative. Really simple. Sheila, step 1. Step 2. Step 3. Right? Do I know each other? Do we know each other? Do I know each other? Do we know each other? Hey, she's Asian, I'm Asian, doesn't mean we know each other, right? But is it simple? It's very simple. Open in 195 countries except some. Alright? We have, I need a new clicker. Okay, I might get you to just click. No joining fee. Guys, really, no joining fee. You buy the product and you're in. How many companies here has joining fee? They do. You know why? Because they need more money from you. Over here, there's no joining fee. You get in. There's no requalifications. Remember that 3 steps? Sheila, how many times you got to do it? Then after that is what? The sales. That's like business. 0 chargeback on subscription. If you don't know what that means, it's okay. But if you know what that means, guys, our residual income on a monthly basis has 0 chargebacks. That's really good. If you know what it means. If you don't, it's okay. No monthly shipping charges, which is fantastic. And I love the lifestyle, guys. On the next slide, the company, I love to go travel the world. Who likes to go travel the world? See, when I had a job, it was a little bit hard because I needed to work 50 weeks before my boss may let me go have a holiday. How many of you like to choose when you want to go on holidays? Right? I mean, to me now, and I'm not, please don't be disrespected by this. When I was in the system, it was normal. But when I came out of the system, like, why would anyone do that? Because we didn't have a better way. And for me, I found this, I said, this made a lot of sense. So, Bangkok, Thailand on May 27th, if you are a team member, you need to be there. Really do. Why? Because Mr. Fabio Galdi is there. Do you believe that I believe in this product? Yes. Do you know why I believe in this product? Because I've spent hours and hours with Mr. Fabio Galdi. This guy's a genius. Do you understand? He created this. He created this. He didn't copy anyone. He created this. What type of people can create something crazy like this?
Geniuses.
Geniuses. And he wanted to share it through network marketing. I was like, wow. And he only speaks at corporate events. Most corporate events is once a year for the masses, for the whole team. And that's our international convention. I've never been to an international convention in this company. It's yearly. When did I start? 8 months ago. So guys, pop the cherry with me. Right? Come with me, international convention. It's 1 day. There is our ticket price. There's no more early birds. Early bird tickets are now gone. In my previous companies, early bird price is like $2.99, right? Well, unfortunately, our standard price right now, I think is, who bought a ticket last? How much is it? No, for the ticket.
25, 30.
$30. For the convention ticket, it's $30. Why? Because we have a product that people want. We have a product that makes sense. So $30. But we have a package deal that I put together because I don't want you to fly to Thailand for 1 day, right? So we're doing a team thing. 5 days, 4 nights in a 4-star hotel. Most meals, transportation. There's 2 gala dinners. The first gala dinner is for everybody. Dress up black tie, look really good. Man, really handsome. Females, really pretty, right? We go for a dinner, course meal, have fun. The next gala dinner is for presidents and above. There'll be some trainings for diamonds and above. And for people, you have 2 days of sightseeing. You can go check out the sights of Thailand. So this package deal that we put together for everyone, 5 days, 4 nights, all that stuff is $350. Right? That's pretty decent, right? Not daily, just once. $350. $350. We do that because we want you guys to have fun. I mean, you all live life, right? If you have to take time off work, why not go have fun? So that's $350. We had a promotion, or we have a promotion, because it's not May 15 yet, that if you reach the rank of what we call President Millionaires, I have personally helped 3 people reach that rank in the last 8 months besides myself. Do it. Now, if you hit it 4 separate periods before May 17, which is like maybe 4 weeks, so it doesn't have to be consecutive, the company will let you choose between a Lamborghini, Ferrari, Rolls-Royce, or McLaren. They will buy it cash and give you the keys and the title. It's not a monthly pay. You don't go, hey, okay, the company paying for you the deposit and you have to pay every month. They buy the whole car cash and they give you the keys and the titles. Sheila, what do you look good in? All of them.
Yeah.
Good answer. She's a go-getter. She's a go-getter. All of them. They bought Nat and Chanita a Rolls Royce. They bought me and my wife a Lamborghini. I've only been in this company 8 months. And they bought me. That's crazy. I've never seen any company do that. Because we have a product that people want to buy. Right? Think about the companies out there that has product-driven technology. Apple, Samsung, all those companies. Do you know the bonuses the top salespeople get? Do you know what they get? They get a lot more than that car. They do. Right? So the company wants to give back. Guys, I want to show you this quick video. This is the lifestyle you'll see with World Global Network. crazy, right? I've been praying for something for a long time, and when it came to me, I said no to it. I said no to it in the beginning. Sometimes when you pray for something and they give it to you, the devil comes and tries to take it away, right? So I was blessed that I had a mother-in-law that didn't take no for a no. I think that's what you say. And yes, I know. My brain's not working. I need a helo. But it's been such a short period of time, and we've been able to share an amazing opportunity, help some amazing people get some goals done and let them dream again and get some dreams come true. So I want to introduce you to some of the local leadership here, right? Because when I leave and I come back next, you want me to come back?
Yes.
When I come back next, they told me things are big in Texas. Is that right? What's it say? Everything's big in Texas. So you guys know what I'm talking about, right? I love steak, right? And someone said that you can buy a steak, you can eat a steak that is really big.
Yep.
Right? 72 ounces. I'm from Australia. How heavy is that? Okay. One more than 71. Okay. So I want to introduce you to the local leadership. So can I get all the diamonds and above here? I would like the presidents to be on the far right, but all the diamonds and above, please come to the front. I want everybody here to kind of meet our leadership. So guys, can you please come up to the front for the moment so I can introduce you to everyone. Round of applause, guys. Okay, you're starting. All right, so I would like everyone to know about your background. Know about your background, like what you do, where you're from,
Okay.
and why you chose World Global Network.
Okay.
So you got a minute to do so, okay?
Got it.
Hi, I'm glad you all are here. I'm Elise Guthrie. I'm from Frisco. My background is 20 years in education, and like Chad has said, the sky is the limit is not a slogan we use in education. So I got into this business under my very close friends, Anna Marie and John Stroh. When they first came to me with this opportunity, I said no. And so they went and talked to one of my best friends, who was also in education, and she said yes. So they called me again, and it kind of changed my mind. I'm also a real estate agent now. I was transitioning out. So this has enabled me to pursue my real estate career. I started in November and have, built my business. I was the first one to earn a trip to Vegas. Kept recruiting, kept adding people to my team, and there's people that, like Chad said, will work really hard, and there's people that did not work really hard. Some of them didn't even open their box. So to get me to Diamond, it just, again, took me getting to, we helped them get to, just exactly what Chad said. And again, a lot of work in the beginning, but when other people see the vision, then that helps you build your team. So.
Thank you.
Okay.
And I'm a diamond.
Yes.
So.
I'm Crystal Johnson. My husband is Dwayne Johnson, and we have been in network marketing together, 7 years for me, 21 years, right, Steve?
Yep.
For Dwayne. And my background is, first I served in the U.S. Air Force. And I went to school for dentistry. I was in pediatric oral surgery for several years. And I was introduced to direct sales 7 years ago by my mom's best friend. And I retired at 31.
Wow.
And I have not turned back. So what, I'm 35 now, right? So I'm 35. And I have been working from home. My husband and I, we work solely from home. We have beautiful children. And I don't think why I joined World was because my brother down here at the end, Steve Carter, he showed us actually he was telling us about the product a little bit. He didn't say much. He was just talking about this van to my husband. And we went home and he's like, Steve, want us to take a look at this 2-minute video. So I said, okay. Well, we looked at the video. And of course we've been in network marketing with Steve for years. And I have never seen my husband this excited about a product, and he's a tech guy. And I'm telling you guys, I had to shut him up at 4 o'clock in the morning. He kept saying, let's look at the comp plan, let's look at this video. We looked at so many videos. When we went back to Steve's house, we was quoting every position, TD, how to get there. Steve looked at us and was like, what are y'all talking about? We was talking about Halo, that's what you told us about. We knew more about the company than Steve did. But needless to say, we got in, and I think like within our first week, we hit Grand Diamond.
Wow.
And we're going all the way to the top.
Wow.
We're not stopping.
Hey y'all, I'm Anna Richardson. I'm a double diamond in the company. My background is in education as well. 7 years as a kindergarten teacher. Loved it, loved kids, but did not love my paycheck. So after doing that for a while, I started teaching fitness classes to make some extra money, and that ended up blossoming into an entire different career path. So now I've owned a fitness business for the last 6 years, which comes with its own headaches of owning a traditional business. So I've always loved network marketing, been enamored with the concept of residual income. And when my good friend Ryan Lamb called me about this and told me to call me at midnight and said, you got to hear about this, I was all ears, because I referred about 50 to 100 people to Target to buy a Fitbit, and I didn't get any commissions off of that. So whenever I learned that we had a better product and all I had to do was share a video, I was in. And just because of the simple system, guys, and because of the awesome leadership, anybody can win in this company, and that's what I love about it, and the timing and the awesome product. So that's it.
Hello, I am Anna Marie, and my husband Stro. John, we call him by our last name, Stro. He's John. We have a corporate background. We come from technology, and we opened our eyes to network marketing about 15 years ago when we were with a major software company, and we had a senior vice president come in and misforecast commissions that year, and we were out 6 figures in commissions in that year. Yes. Mm-hmm. We were two of many account executives across the board that didn't get paid, so all we got was our salary that year. And anybody who's in sales knows that you bust your butt, you sacrifice a lot, you miss dance, you miss soccer games, you miss everything because you want the big commissions and you want the big trips. Well, we didn't get that. So we were just like, wow, not having another stream of income is kind of irresponsible. Saving for college for our 4 beautiful girls is not plan B. So that's what opened our mind to it. And being in technology, when we were approached with this, Ryan kept texting me something about a Fitbit, and I'm like, what the heck? Yeah, I know what a Fitbit is, but I didn't answer him. And finally, he picked up the phone. He's like, you gotta call me. So, anyways, we sell technology, and selling to corporate America is fine, but it wasn't gratifying. We wanted to do something with our technology background. So when he talked to us about kind of what Chad said about the emerging industry, we were like, well, you had us at technology, kind of like Jerry Maguire, you had us at hello. So, we appreciate this industry. We appreciate World because we were tired of all of the potions, lotions, and pills. There's a lot of great companies out there. We support network marketing. There's a lot of great companies, a lot of good products. There's just a lot of a lot. It's congested. And we were looking for our Microsoft moment. We were looking for that unique product with a compensation plan to back that product up. And when we heard about this, we were like, wow. We want to be a part of this wearable industry, and here we are, and we are Grand Diamonds.
Just real quick, we're all busy. Both of us have a 60-hour-a-week job. We got 4 girls that we're raising. Everybody in this room has a lot on your plate, but if you can find the time to do something special, this is the place to do it. Because of the virtualness of being able to text video, this isn't a normal event, right? We only do these a couple of times, maybe a year. So you can do this job from wherever you are, whether you're on the beach, sitting at your home. It's amazing that you can just find a little bit of time and change your life.
Hey everyone, my name is Lo. You heard from me earlier. First and foremost, I absolutely want to thank Chad Chong because, round of applause. Because without him, none of us would be in this room right now. So thank you. My background, I was in the service industry for 10 years at the time I found this. I was actually working 2 jobs. I was working 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, as an administrative assistant for a CEO. And I absolutely hated it. And I was also working 5 nights a week as a bartender. I think there was about a 2-month span there that I worked every single day between the two. So for me, I'm a hard worker. I can work hard, I'll work for my money. But what I realized was I wasn't getting anywhere with what I was using, with the vehicle I was in, with where I was at. So I had to do something different. And that's when I found network marketing. So when I found this industry, it lit my soul on fire. I became someone that I fell in love with. I became a dreamer again. And if you can find that in you, get started. Because nothing is holding you back here. There's no limit with what we have. We have the best leadership in the entire world. I would follow them anywhere. So just get started, guys.
Hi everyone, my name is Ryan Lamb. I'm a president in World. I got started in this company, I guess around 7 months ago in November. And, you know, before I get started, I got to give all glory to God.
All right now.
God is so good. 7 months ago, I was a high earner in a different company. I was a 6-figure earner in a different company, but my business was not doing well. Okay, and I was scared. 26 years old. I'm an entrepreneur through and through, a go-getter, but I was struggling, and I didn't know where I was going. My background to this point was I went to school, went to college, I got my degree in mechanical engineering. I was confident, I was excited, I got my career in corporate. 4 months into it, I had grown a big ego, and I was introduced to this concept of network marketing, and I pushed it aside. I was negative, I was skeptical, I called it a scam. I told my friends to never do it, to not get involved. And I had a guy sit me down, and he asked me a question. Ryan, how do you go from making $100,000 a year to $100,000 a month doing what you're doing as an engineer? You seem to got it all figured out. And when I realized I didn't have the answer, I realized he knew something I didn't know. And that's when I really opened my mind to this industry, guys. Your mind is like a parachute. It only works when it's open. And a closed mind is the most expensive thing you can own. I chose World Global Network 7 months ago, not because of the product, not because of the opportunity, not because of the timing. I chose it for one reason. I met a gentleman at a hotel room named Mr. Ramasio Fulcher. I chose this company because of one thing, because of leadership. Because people go first here, and they truly lead from the front. It's all about leadership, no matter how good the product, no matter how good the timing is. It's all about leadership. Everything rises and falls on leadership, guys. I found a home here. My mom's here, my dad's here, my grandparents are here, guys. This is like the wedding for my dreams. This is like the wedding for my dreams. It really is. And so, if you've ever wanted more, to be able to travel, to be able to give your kids more, this is it. Join the movement, guys. Get started with the person that brought you here. My name is Ryan Lamb, and thank you guys so much for being here.
Is that awesome? His mom, his grandmom, that's fantastic. Priceless. Chad, thank you for coming. You know, yeah, I want you guys to get that. Here's what you really need to understand, is that obviously Chad doesn't have to be here. You know, when you're the number 9 money earner in the entire industry of 108 million people, you don't have to get on the road. But when you are the kind of person that you believe that you're not done until everybody's done, that's when you get on the road. So I applaud you for that. I'm Steve Carter. I've been in the industry for 22 years, and I've been blessed to have been full-time for 21 of those 22 years. Also blessed to have earned millions and millions of dollars in this industry. So I knew not only what to look for, but what to look out for. And I got a phone call from another industry giant who called me and said, "Are you sitting down?" And I said, "No." He said, "Sit down." I said, "Oh Lord, what is this?" He said, "Hey man, I'm thinking about making a move." And in our industry, we know exactly what that means. And I said, making a move. And the reason he asked the question of whether or not I was sitting down is because he knew that I knew that in the 10 years he was with his company, he had earned about 14 million bucks. So I knew that for him saying I'm making a move, you know it's got to be something that you feel is bigger than that. So I said, well, I'm sitting down now. What is it? And he sent me the 2-minute video.
Yep.
And I said, okay, if this band does everything that it says it does, I'm in. And I can tell you this, the other thing that grabbed me is because you don't have to be a rocket scientist to understand timing in business supersedes experience and talent. And when I saw the fact that Forbes is projecting a $20 billion growth, see, we throw numbers around a lot, like $1 billion. And a lot of us, educated as we are, we still don't comprehend the value of that. And I want you to really get an understanding of how much revenue is flowing in this industry and in this particular area of industry. $1 billion is 1,000 millions. So marinate on that for a minute. 1 billion is 1,000 millions. $20 billion is going to run through wearable tech in 2.5 years. $20 billion. That's 20,000 millions. And guess what? Fitbit, Apple, Garmin, they aren't sharing any of the revenue with us. World is the only company I know of that says, you want a piece, get in. And I just know for a fact that we know how to build this. We know how to build networks. And the other thing that grabbed my attention right off the bat is 195 countries. So we don't have to do this just in our backyard. And the last thing that grabbed me was the fact that we can literally pique people's interest by sending a video. And this is crazy. I've been in this company now for 80 days. And I hit double president in the first cycle. And I say that only to say this. This is the very first meeting I've come to since I've been in this company. The first one. Now I wasn't going to miss it because Chad was here. But understand, everything that we built, I think John said it best, we did it from home. And so this is a true home business. I've got 4 beautiful children at home, 12, 10, 8, 6. So it's a party at my house every day. And this is the time where they need mom and dad here. But because we've been full-time in this industry, we had to be very selective with what company we were going to align ourselves with. And so I'm excited about the future. I'm excited about what we're going to build. And I truly believe that we're going to change so many people's lives, that what we are doing, based on timing and product and all the things mixed in, this will become the biggest business magnet in business. So I'm glad to be here. Thank you for coming, Chad. Back over to you.
So guys, please put your hands together for the leadership in Houston. Guys, it will never be this small ever again. You can see that some things don't work here, guys, but it works on a wristband. So thank you guys in Dallas. Thank you. So guys, just to recap, there's no competitors, there's no joining fee, no requalifications needed, no chargebacks on monthlies, no monthly shipping charges. It's a category creator, 195 countries, the list goes on and on, USA publicly listed, unbelievable retention. Whether you decide to do this or not, just know you're going to see a lot of people walk around with a Hilo. This morning, when I took my flight from Houston to Dallas, I was running the gate, I was giving my ticket to the lady who scans the ticket. She goes, "Hey, Mr. Chung, I'm here now." I said, "How do you know my name?" Right? And she was doing this and she's showing me a Hilo. She was at a meeting last night. Right? You go up to someone that wears a Fitbit and go, "Have you seen the next generation wearables?" "What are you talking about? I got the latest Fitbit." No, have you seen the next generation?" Go, "What are you talking about?" Show them the 2-minute video. I guarantee they'll be like, "Where did I get one? Give me a credit card." So on the next slide, oh, you know what? I'm going to use this clip. I want you to understand this. Our system is very simple. From a product decision, if you want the product, the company will benefit you if you decide to get the product first over someone else. You have to understand why. Because remember, at work, if you work harder, sometimes you don't get paid more. So the principle at our company is very fair. If you decide first, you get an advantage. But it doesn't mean you can make more money from an opportunity, because when did I start? When did this company start?
6 years ago.
How many people started before me?
750,000.
Is that enough evidence to show you that this company pays you based on your decisions and your effort? Yes? So if you decide, I want a helo, not an opportunity, I want the helo. If you say yes, 1, 2, and 3, you say yes, will come in as well. But because we go through a buddy system, it has to be referred by someone else. That's the way it is. But I want you to understand this. Whether you like it or not, there's people that you know will buy a helo. Do you agree with me? Yes. Whether you like it or not. Sheila, do you think that if you say no to this, you'll find someone wearing a helo one day? Absolutely. But if you share it with them, the company will give you a benefit. So, if the second person decides to do the business, that second person will be more successful than the blue person, because the blue person only came by himself. But what if you came in first and you did more than everybody else? You get paid more than everybody else. So if you decide now, you get an advantage. If you said, let me think about it and come in later, do you agree with me? These people are going to come in anyway. They're going to buy the helo anyway. If you come in later, you miss out on that sale. So guys, it is not one person. It's one person and everything else they bring in. So guys, think about the person who came in right before me. They're not making more money than me, which is okay. But they get the benefit of all the sales that I brought into this business, which was $10 million last week. So if you were that person that came before me that says, let me think about it, it's just not one person. It's one person and everybody else that they bring. So guys, on the next slide, cnworldgn.com is a resource site. You can download this presentation. You can watch the 2-minute video. You can see our webinar schedule. Very shortly, next month, we'll have a global webinar every Wednesday for 3 time zones. For Asia, for Europe, and for the US, where you can invite people to see what you saw tonight, but it'll be 30 minutes or less. I apologize for going over 30 minutes. Just a little. Because I wanted to give our leadership here, I want to give our members here a little bit more than 30 minutes. Is that okay? Yes. So don't change it. So I want you to understand this. There's 3 options here tonight. We're going to break very shortly for the people who want to say I'm going to do a training in about 10 minutes. But there's 3 options here tonight for our guests. Option A, B, and C. C means I'm not interested. If you're not interested, please help your friend who invited you here today to refer someone that might like the product. Refer someone that you know that could be good at this business. So if you are a C, I would suggest for you to recommend someone who loves this product or love the business. So C means thank you, see you later. B means I'm interested with questions. If you are a B, I'll be out front to answer your questions. And A means that I am ready to rock and roll from the moment I saw that 2-minute video. If you are an A, this is our order form. Not a membership because it's free, right? You use this to order the product, and the first person will fill this out. I'll put a number 1. The second person to fill this out, I'll put a number 2. And the third person to fill this out, I'll put a number 3. Why? Because I'm very fair. If you come in, if you decide first, you should have an advantage over someone who decides second. Does that make sense? So, C means I'm not interested. B means I have questions. And if you are A, if I were you, I would be number 1. So we're going to have a break right now. For the people who want to come back, in about 10-15 minutes, I'm going to give a 15-minute training on tips, how to fast start your business. Guys, I'm going to play one little thing in a second, but I want to say this. My name is Chad, and here at World Global Network, this is not another company. It is definitely a movement, and we call ourselves World Changers. So we are I'm 100% a World Changer. See you in about 15 minutes. Make a decision, and we'll love you guys. So,
Practicality dictates